Now to an interview you'll only see on NBC Bay Area. Senator Kamala Harris sitting down one-on-one with our Mathai this afternoon, the vice presidential candidate and Bay Area native, closely watching the wildfires across the state. Take a look.
Senator Harris, nice to have you back on the program here. Just your first reaction when you saw the images coming out of your hometown, coming from the Bay Area, coming from the West Coast. What was going through your mind?
I was there in Paradise when Paradise burned. The campfires. I just feel an incredible amount of concern, and of course, what we need to do is we need to give the families, give the firefighters, the first responders, as much assistance as help as possible. And so, my first response is that we've got to do everything we can to help these families and folks who are battling these fires and who are being evacuated and being displaced.
Would there be more of a national outcry if your fellow members of Congress or even the media based in New York were to wake up to the smoke and see it firsthand? Because right now it doesn't seem like it's really a big issue.
Well, I think that people have to understand that this is everyone's issue. I've talked with my colleagues who represent our neighboring states who are dealing with the same thing. And by extension, if you look at the tragedies that people on the Gulf Coast have faced because of other extreme weather conditions, I think most Americans should understand that we are all being impacted and people are dying because of these extreme climate changes.
You talk about an immediate response. Just yesterday, Governor Newsom, your longtime ally here in California, said he had a long chat with President Trump, and the president was very supportive in terms of federal help. The president himself will be in Sacramento to tour the burn area himself. Is he doing enough? Because optically and through his actions, he is moving forward here, the president.
Listen, I have talked to the governor on a frequent basis, and also to our firefighters. My brother-in-law happens to be a firefighter in California, and we need all the assistance we can get, and nobody should be playing political games with this. The reality is that what Californians, especially those who are losing their homes and people who have family members who have lost their lives, they don't have any time for photo ops and political games. This needs to be about getting people the resources they need on the ground as quickly as possible and not distracting from the needs of the people. In terms of Joe Biden and me, our first priority is always going to be making sure people are safe, which is why we have a plan for dealing, for example, with the coronavirus, which has impacted over 6 million people and almost 200,000 people have died. Donald Trump has had no national plan for testing, for contact tracing, for administration of treatment, for masks, for PPEs, and these are all areas of focus for Joe Biden and myself.
Senator Harris also talked about the possibility of President Trump contesting the election if he loses, and her response was this: vote and vote early. The American people will be heard. Now, we're going to post more of Raj's interview with Senator Harris on our website, NBCBayArea.com. Just log on there to watch it. Again, that's NBCBayArea.com.